Okay. I think I'm here. No, one sec. Everything's wrong. What happened? Fix. Okay. Oh. Thank you for the stretch and the hydrate. I'm sorry. I was wolfing down dinner. And it took a little longer. And you ever eat food really fast and then it feels like it's like doesn't go all the way down and it causes like a panic sensation? Yeah, I was like simultaneously trying to eat and also trying to find water. Okay. I think I got everything. Music's playing. Good. Things going good. Don't have a tablet yet. That's okay. We're making progress. First of all, congratulations, Avatar. Eccentric and not the big boss for first, second, and third, respectfully. Hello, Juju. Hello, Avatar. Hello, Eccentric. Hello, not the big boss. Hello, Brian. Hello, Scotty. Did I get everybody? I hope I did. Ugh. Okay. I got my tea. I got water. I ate. I just need to put plug the tablet in. Then I'm good. And thank you again, Cobalt. Right, Cobalt. Hello, Cobalt. Yes, that. Yeah, this whole stream is because of Cobalt. He knows what he did. I'll get to the stretch and the hydrate in a second, Cobalt. I gotta plug the thing in. Many crimes, many points spent specifically. Also, I need to tell you guys about like 20 minutes ago when I met a fashion icon. So 1 second. Ugh. Where is the plugin? There it is. Okay. So we have to do the stretch and the hydrate first. It's important. It also helps build tension. Rule number 1. Story telling. Keep them wanting more. Keep them guessing and keep them wanting more. So first, hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. And then we're going to stretch. If you guys would like to join in, by all means do so. And if not, totally okay too. So we're going to reach up. Oh, yeah. There's the shoulder pops. And 2, 3, 4. And then we lean to our right. 2, 3, 4. And then we lean to our left. 2, 3, 4. And then we lean back. 2, 3, 4. And then we stretch out our wrists. And hello, Dorn. How are you? Okay, there. We did the thing. Boom. We're there. Okay, I think I finally am completely ready. Huh. And also, by the way, not the big boss. How's things going over for you? I hope that things are going well. Hope that everything isn't too hectic and stressful. But alright. So, I'm back in Canada. Welcome back, first of all. Sag, did you have fun over there? It sounds like you had fun. But welcome back. Okay. So I was rushing to get back here because the human mind is a very irritating thing where sometimes you get stuck in this loop where it's just like, oh, I need to go and get something. You know, like I have to go and get something from somewhere, and you look at the time and it's like, it's gonna take me about this long, so I'd be cutting it close for a thing that I need to do. In my case, it was stream. So instead of just being like, oh, cutting it close is good, I went, oh, well, I'm gonna be late. And then just like hesitated on it for like 10 minutes, and then at the end of the 10 minutes, I'm like, okay, well, now I'm going to be late, but I need to go get the things. So at this point, it's too late. So you're just like, fine, whatever. So it's just like, fine, whatever, we're going anyway. Like, rush across the street, tell peeps you're gonna be late to the best of your abilities. And also, congratulations, not the big boss. I'm sorry to hear that you couldn't get a priest, but you still got a bishop. Still counts. Still legal. You did it. So, grabbed the stuff I needed, came back. And just as I'm turning into, like, the laneway of my apartment complex, this car, like, zooms past me. Like, not close enough to be, like, a problem or, like, to hit me or anything, but they, like, zoom by. And they park in front of my apartment building, and I'm just like, alright. So, I start getting my mask ready to put on, and this, like, regular individual comes out with kind of... I just recently heard the term broccoli cut, and I agree with it. The first person who stepped out of the vehicle had a broccoli cut hairstyle. And was wearing, like, non-notable clothing is the best way to describe it, I think. Just kind of like, yeah, that's just a guy, you know? It's just a guy. The other guy that comes out of that car is wearing these, like, he's a more heavier set guy, wearing, like, oddly tight pants, like black, stretchy looking pants. And his shirt is like if you were to do tie-dye, but you only picked green. That is the best way to describe his shirt. And his haircut was exactly the same as the music video of We Got the Moves, where it's like a bowl cut and the back and like a perfect line, you know, around his head from that below is like shaved. These like Elton John round glasses, walks out with this tiny green purse, like the size of like a phone. And I'm just like, oh shit, who's this fella? So they walk into the building, and I'm like a fair bit behind them, so they like disappear like into like the lobby from my sight. And I get to the lobby, and the elevator opens up for them. And the regular guy walks into the elevator, and Fashion Man, I'm gonna call him Fashion Man from now on, puts out his hand in like a wait gesture, then turns his back to the elevator, takes out his phone, holds it like 45 degrees above his head, points it at himself, slicks back his hair with the other hand, and does a kissy face, and holds it for about 2 seconds. And then he puts his phone away, gets into the elevator, and it just goes up. And I was left there holding my keys in stunned silence. I'm so confused. What was this, some sort? Was this some sort of TikToker? I have no idea, Cobalt, but I was flabbergasted. I'm like, I just witnessed a glitch in the Matrix. Like, that wasn't real. I just imagined that. I'm so far gone that I'm hallucinating people. It was a fascinating thing to witness, though. It was just because you see people like that online sometimes, right? And, like, we're in, like, this weird stage of, like, social media where you can't tell when people are being sarcastic anymore. At least I can't, because I'm very bad for that. I've got that sweet, like, you know, like on the spectrum brain where it's just like, no, I only really read stuff as literal, and anything that isn't literal can be very difficult for me sometimes. So, you know, I see a lot of things online where I'm just like, all right, well, that's a real person, I guess. And this was like if you watched one of those sort of content videos and then just like the person stepped out of the screen and you're like, oh my god. The only way I can describe it is fascinating. Thank you, Cobalt.
Emote drawing wel wil breed lachende smiley.
Thank you for the bits, Cobalt. It's very kind of you, and also thank you for the lurk, and also have a good lurk, and also thank you for the hopes of the well-doings. I hope it goes well too. But yeah, that happened about, well, at this point, about 30 minutes ago, and it was wild. It was just, I had never witnessed such a thing before. Like, I've talked before about how the area that I'm in has, like, this weird strangeness to it. Like, especially the parking lot across the street. I swear, if the Matrix was a thing, that whole parking spot is just like a glitch in the Matrix. If you believe in, like, I don't know, like, more ethereal things, that's like a cross-section in the way lines of magic, or that is an area where the, how to say it, like, the barrier between us and the other side, whatever the other side might be, is thin. The veil is thin there. And sometimes you see stuff like this, and you're just like, huh. Well, that's a thing I just witnessed. Are you okay, Avatar? There's people like that in the... Do you watch them with intrigue, not the big boss? Do you people watch in that regard where you're just like, okay, I need to know what this person is doing. Like, I need to get a glimpse into their life and see what makes this, you know, gesture at them. Like, what makes this a thing? Oh, that's the other reason why I'm sitting so strange, because I didn't bring the camera down as far as I thought I did. And then we gotta go back here, and we gotta do this one more time. There. Well, I mean, as long as they're not harassing you, I don't think there's any issues, right? At least that's where my mind's at. It's just like, are they doing anything to me specifically? Like, are they approaching me being just like, I can't even think of something because I don't know how their minds work, but like, you know, they approach you with kind of just like, we're here live, blah, 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 doing random interviews with peeps on the street. I'd be just like, leave me alone, please. I'd rather not communicate with you. But if they're literally just like roaming, you know, like the sidewalk with their phone out, doing, I don't know, a live stream or taking selfies of themselves or something, it's just like, yeah, they're not hurting anybody. You just gesture to all of me. Well, that was what I was going for, Eccentric. Just like, how do you produce that individual? How does that individual, like, manifest into existence? I'm gonna guess probably more social media than not, but potentially also a parental thing. I just recently learned that Steve Jobs was basically never told no as a child because his parents were like, he's gifted. Whatever he's doing is probably a good thing. So let's just not say no to him. So it's like, maybe that's what happened. Maybe parents... I mean, there's a fun thought process there of both like parents who didn't engage enough and parents who were too strict. Like, you know, like there's a lot of potential things that could happen there. Because like if you're never told no early on, you like don't develop like certain habits from that regard, or like it's harder to at least develop certain habits like that. But then there's like people who have been like, how to say it, like strict parented their entire life, and this is just like their way of rebelling. Because I know that was a thing in, where was it? Oh, what was the name of that movement again? This is a little bit different, but there was a movement in China for a while called something where they would like dress up like super, what I think would be fair to assume is like a mixture of like punk and scene. And that was like their way of like rebelling against Penne? Is that what it is? But yeah, like... Wait, Avatar, are these the real names, or are you just coming up with something fun? Because I'm thinking of like an actual movement, and I just don't remember what it's called. Just clowning around. You're just palling around. Hold on. Chinese fashion movement. Punk/scene. What was the name of... Wait, is that what it is? No. Gosh dang it. I'm not good at Googling stuff, so this is gonna be a nightmare to try and find. That's the one. I just need to know the name of it. I want to click on it, but I know what's gonna happen if I click on it. Oh wait, hold on. Shamate. Oh, it's actually called Shamate. Okay, so Shamate. There we go. Found it. And hello, Spencer. How's it going, my dude? But yeah, this was not important. The general idea is that, you know, they did kind of a... They did fashion in kind of a way to do a rebellion against the system, and I feel like in some cases some people do that as a rebellion against their parents for having been too strict. Though some people just go through a rebellious phase as a whole, right? Hold on here, what? So as I go through, and then I become sad, and then I grab a street snack. Man, I just visualized that, not the big boss. You're just like, huh, oh, hum. Stopped for a coffee while building a welding table in my garage. I thought that you finished the welding table, Spencer. Or is it still work in progress at the moment? I can't believe you, Avatar. I'm here sitting there asking real questions, and you're just clowning around. Oh god, now I'm just thinking of... Oh, what was that? Metalocalypse. There's a scene in Metalocalypse where there's these... They're like... What do you call it? Like, they're stage doubles because they want, like, protection. Because there's a chance that they might get... Surely not thinking of the Fumex. I might be by accident. I know you were working on something. You posted videos a while ago about working on something. And for some reason in my head, it's just like, oh, he's working on, like, his welding table. I know that you were also working on, like, the, what is it, like, ventilation system, but... I don't know, for some reason in my head, it's just like, oh, he's got the ventilation system done. He's working on his table now. So, looks like I'm like, how to say it? I'm a step ahead mentally of where the progress actually is, in which case, my bad. I'm sorry, there's a... For anybody who hasn't seen Metalocalypse before, it's a... How to say it? It's a show about the band Death Clock. I don't know how to describe the show. It's odd. It's interesting. First season is kind of eh. The second season picks up a lot more. But there's this episode where they're like worried for their lives. Hello, Blue. And they get like doubles as like protection. And it turns out that the doubles are working for like the bad guys, like spying on them and such. And, you know, like the problem is that the gang, or sorry, the band, who is just a bunch, they're basically just a bunch of adult children, are like so interested in hanging out with their double, with like their, how to say it, like their body doubles. Like they just want to keep hanging out with them. So there's this interesting part where they just keep having this, like, the doubles are having this stressful thing where they're trying to, like, look at their, you know, like, trying to sneak around and taking their stuff, but, like, the band keeps showing up and being like, hey, do you guys want to hang out? And then at one point, they manage to get enough time to get into a call with their boss, and they're just like, we don't, like, we can't do anything, boss. Like, all they just want to do is pal around. And the boss is just like, nobody ever, what kind of a dumb term is that? Nobody uses the term pal around. Get your work done. You know, slam phone down. And basically, like a few seconds later, the door opens up and the band comes in. They're like, hey guys, you know, we don't want to like interrupt you or anything, but do you guys want to like pal around? And I hate that I laugh at that joke every time, because it's just such a dumb setup and, how to say it, it's such a dumb setup and delivery, but it makes me laugh. Just nobody uses that term, slam. You go, hey, you guys want to like pal around? 10 out of 10. Wonderful joke. And how are you, by the way, Blue? Blue, you missed us talking about the fashion icon. Remind me later and I'll tell you about it. I think you'll enjoy it. Hold on. We gotta do our spiral practice now. Because today... today... You mean Benji? No. No, 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 no. Don't worry. We'll talk about it later. By later, probably later on in stream when some other peeps show up, I'll be just like, do you guys want to hear a story? But yeah, today's the day that we're fulfilling Cobalt's raffle ticket. I have to draw an emote of myself as a maid. And I'm not excited about it. But, you know, promises were made. So, I guess if I want to take this, how to say, if I want to take a different approach, I can say, speaking of slaying, I'm going to draw myself as a maid. Wait, where the heck did I grabbed some reference earlier. Where's my reference? Ah, where did I put it? You better start getting excited. Hello, Pep Thread. Auga, get out of here, Avatar. The only thing that I can think of is from Awuga at this point is the what is it? The animated video of Phoenix Wright, I think by, what is his name? Like Speedu? I think it's Speedu. And yeah, that's the only thing I could it's the only thing I can think of, and then I just get sad. Hello, Liar, how are you? We gotta get our frickin' our doodles in, or our practice doodles. I'm gonna pop a lurk. No problem at all, Eccentric. You have yourself a good lurk. This killer bee. I'm going to go take. Absolutely fine, not the big boss. You are. Yeah, you should be crazy jet lagged. Good luck, be brave. Have a great nap. Yeah, because that would be. What would that be? A 13-hour difference? A 14-hour difference? Yeah, that sounds brutal, is what that sounds like. Howdy do, liar. I hope that you're doing well today. Okay, it was 12 hours. You were right. Ooh. Good luck, be brave, my dude. That sounds brutal. Whenever I come back, if I ever go to the Netherlands, because that's about a 6 hours. Yeah, it's a 6-hour difference. That's one of those ones where I'm just like, all right, I just gotta stay awake until like 9 or 10 p.m. And then I can go to sleep, you know? Like, I can try to catch that jet lag early. And just try to defeat it as quickly as possible. But sometimes you're sitting there, like, in not the big boss's case, where you come in at 4 a.m. and you're like, oh, that is such a long time from now. No, you said you wouldn't draw with the wrist. You're drawing with the shoulder. That's what we're trying to do here. And I'm not good at it because I haven't drawn anything this week. Ugh. I made the mistake of opening up Kenshi again. And that is not a good idea. My god, Kenshi, yes. No, it's bad for me, Avatar. Gonna power through it till 7, and then I'm gonna go to bed. You could do it, my dude. I believe in you. I don't know if coffee would be a good idea, because that could potentially fuck up the sleep post that, but I don't know, some light exercise potentially. But I mean, you've only got, yeah, we're in the same time zone, I'm pretty sure. Like, you only got like 20 minutes left. You could do it. I believe. We're in the same time zone. Yeah, I was pretty sure, but it was like, time zones confuzzle me. Start talking louder. Yeah. I can't. I'm not a loud talker by nature. Unless I get really excited about something, then I start talking a lot louder. And then I have to sometimes catch myself, because I won't catch that I'm talking louder. I'll catch that the person I'm talking to is leaning back a little bit more, and I'm like, oh, sorry. Ah. I wish I could show emotion. You show lots of emotion, Blue. Look at how much emotion you're showing in that sentence right there. A wonderful mixture of, like, wistfulness and wishfulness, yearning and envy, sadness and melancholy. Come on, there's so much emotion there. I always think, and I don't know why. Oh my god, she's a tea bag. Okay, it finally makes sense as to what the little dongle at the back is. I always think for some reason blue, because it's hard to see that top part and the little dongle at the back, because it looks like the dongle at the back is just hair. I always think it's just her bouncing into the scene with like a big shotgun. And hello, Pavlov. How's it going, my dude? And yeah, we've only been going for about 35 minutes, and I haven't done anything. Like, I'm probably not going to get the emote done during stream today, but I'll get, like, the fundamentals down. I do want to make it look good. Because at this point, I'm not just doing it for myself. I'm doing it for, like, a raffle reward. Same reason that I put extra time into Blue's raffle win, because I want to make sure that it looks good. It's still not flawless, because there's certain things that I'm just like, I don't know how to do that yet. I don't, you know, like, I don't want to experiment on, like, on a gift. I'll do that in my free time that I don't use on art, so it never happens. Tee. Oh, also, for those interested, tomorrow I'm going to be part of a collab for Helldivers with Orange Eccentric and Nivek. I know that, or I'm pretty confident that Orange is streaming, and I think Eccentric might be streaming. I don't know about Nivek, though. But I won't be streaming, but I will be over in their channels being a Helldiver. Because I love Helldivers. Helldivers is my current favorite game. Although sometimes, you deal with those kind of players. With those kind of players. You know the ones I'm talking about. The pains in the asses that kill other teammates because, I don't even know, it's funny to them. Just like, bud, we actually have like X amount of lives. Let's not do this intentionally. Don't mind me just being bitter about online people. I used to know a guy that I hung out with from time to time. I used to play War Thunder with him. So planes. And he would have this obnoxious thing that he would just do sometimes that he would call tactical tickles, which means that he would shoot at my plane. And do some actual damage because there was friendly fire in that game. So all of a sudden I'm going into battle with like actual like battle damage, getting destroyed because, you know, like the health, my quote health bar is smaller now. And just being like, bud, can we just not do that? And like he wouldn't stop. So at one point I was like, all right, we'll play this card game. And as soon as the game started, I tipped my nose upwards so that I gained a lot of height, but I lost speed. So he got ahead of me. And so I was just like, tactical tickles, pop, 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 and gave him a hit or two. And that's when I learned that when people are like that, you don't engage with them because it just makes it worse. Needless to say, didn't play a lot of War Thunder with him after that. So don't be that guy. Don't be that guy, ladies and gentlemen. If people tell you to stop, just stop. It's easy. It takes very little effort out of your day. All right. Oh, I don't remember what the heck he was flying at that point, not the big boss. I was using the oh no. Why would I forget this? One second. I need to know now. Oh, that might be my boy. Where were you? I saw you for a second there. Yeah, I liked using the BF-109. The E3 version specifically. Which was like a German attack plane. Oh, there you go, Avatar. You know what's what. And it was just like, because like that plane's not the most damage spongy. It has good damage output, but it's not damage spongy. And also not the big boss. I am not sure what the reference is here. I'm sorry. My improvisational gut says to yes and, but I don't know the reference, so I can't do it. Best Friend 109. I mean, this was part of the Luftwaffe Blue, so be cautious. Or be fairly cautious. Bam. Because BF. Got it. I was tapped at one point. And I committed a friendly kill. Not the big boss. You join us in the, oh, you want to play this card game energy? And no, not the big boss. I don't do that shit. I don't freaking bug people. I am a very stay in my own lane kind of individual. My friend would only do it to me because friendship? We'll still question it to this day, but quit the game about 5 years ago. Probably a good idea, honestly. Me and a friend started a game more than 100 years ago while he was recording some random plane above me. Just dove right down and cut my plane in half. I screamed. That's really shitty because there are people who just do that and it's fucking very irritating. But sometimes it's really funny. I mean, there used to be a joke about one of the Japanese fighter planes just being able to, like, cut other people's wings off if you turned properly. But why would a friendly do that? Stupidity, probably, or it could have been as simple as a whoopsie. Could have literally been like he was like, they were just flying and he just like bumped his mouse, you know, and all of a sudden his mouse was now pointing downwards. I still remember and recorded a time when I won a 3-for-1. Woo! Nice, not the big boss. That's some champion behavior right there. That is not a thing that I'm capable of doing. That is not a strength that I have, and I'm envious of the people who can do it. How do I want to draw this? I have a couple of ideas. Start with a circle. Yeah, but how to say? I need to draw a very particular thing right now. And I'm trying to think about how to best approach it. Because I know exactly what I want to draw in terms of, like, the emotion of it. But I'm not sure the pose that I want to take. Which is the problem at the moment. Because there's... Well, let's doodle a couple of ideas out. There's the regular, you know, like head here. Hold on. Where's the reference? Where's my reference? Okay, you can stop using that as a reference. Thank you. Points at stream elements. Reminder, everybody, make sure you're taking care of yourselves. Where was that damn reference I was looking at earlier? There it is. So there's like this one with like a very small body. In my head, I saw it as a drinking tea emote, but as a ooh. Oh, Blue, you're changing things because I was thinking I was thinking more of that. But oh, tea drinking one would actually be a really good one. Damn it! Oh no! Shit. Hold on, then I know what to draw. I need to get something really quickly. Ooh, which one's the good one here? Dang it. Oh, there's a lot of good choices. Ah! I think I found the one I want. I don't know if I could make this work, but I damn well am gonna try. Just need to translate this into a slightly more chibi-esque shape, which is something I'm not very good at. I am not good at transfer of information into new ideas. But we can try to make it work. Normally the chibi head is normally like this. Okay, not that top part. Ignore that top part. I goofed that part. I mean, I goofed all of it because I actually can't draw for shit. Let's try one of these then. We get the big cheek at the side. Whomp. Just doing a quick little doodle here just to see what this will look like. Okay, we're gonna be doing some test doodles here first just to see what kind of shapes we can get here, because I like this, but I don't think I can replicate it. And I have to think of it from the perspective of an emote, which makes it even more difficult because it needs the shapes need to read properly. is why I hate doing art. Not hate. Hate's not the correct word. This is why I am reluctant to do art, because I get into analysis paralysis very quickly. We're just like, well, wait, what do I need to... Like, it just goes from just base thought line to... And then by the time I'm here, I'm just like, I'm just gonna check out. Start from scratch. I'm gonna get a frickin' circle at one point. 1,000 monkeys in a with typewriters and all that. Couple of just quick touches of just to make it look a little bit more like my character, just so that I can visualize it a little bit better. In truth, there are a lot of monkeys. So I just need to be able to actually, like, draw the cup. We won't need steam for it. Yeah, if we do it like that. No, that doesn't quite... It's not quite right. That doesn't work. Nope. We put a big X over it because it's not right. We're going to specifically put the X on a different layer so that we're not breaking things. Almost as many as the lions ready to fight the sun, but they won't win, Avatar. There's no hope for them. They can't do it. They are an insignificant speck in comparison to the sun. And yet they fight all the same. That makes my heart rumble. Oh my goodness. Are you quoting Helldivers? I'm sorry? In which regard? There are too many things that have just been stated to quote Helldivers. Does it mean Helldivers would just be like liberty, justice, liberty? And if you're talking about Pavlov, that sounds more like Red Scare commentary. So that would have been Cold War era, probably like 60s. 60s and 70s. Of course, when you look up tea, you get bubble tea, because heaven forbid that people drink real tea. Fight me. I dare you. I'm just saying controversial things right now as I'm trying to find... things. I've had a couple of bubble teas and they just didn't resonate with me. That's the only reason I'm doing any kind of sass right now. Kindly ignore me. This is not an attack on anybody. This is just me venting frustrations as I can't find what I'm looking for. Yeah, bubble tea is like there you go. Americans call them boba tea. Yeah, it's like a cold... How to say it? It's like a cold tea with like tapioca at the bottom. Thinking about carbonated tea right now. You should think about Liberty, Avatar. Have you ever thought about that? Every time that you're not thinking about Liberty, the automatons and the bugs get one step closer to Super Earth. Just saying. There. Now I'm semi-quoting. Now I'm semi-quoting Helldivers. No, not Super Earth. Liberty, let's go. Yeah, you're getting it, Pavlov. It's like an actual, like, pretty common quote in the game. How about a nice cup of liberty? And you're just like, you guys are indoctrinated dipshits, and I appreciate it. Sorry, I am not going to be able to draw this without reference, so I need to find a good reference. So I will be just sitting here staring at my monitor for a while I try to find this. Wait. Hold on. This might work. We could do this instead. Where it's a lot more just like, sip, slurp, emotionless stare. I think this might be the better option, actually. I think that's what we're going to go for. We'll still try to chibiify it to some degree, but no promises. I will do my dangdest. Does that be more of a bump? Maybe we'll even do the handle here and just have it that the two chibi hands are kind of holding it like this. This kind of an idea. Oh, this might actually kind of work. This is not a bad idea. Thank you, Blue, for bringing my attention to this. I like this idea. Just a big-ass mug. Not even holding it properly. Huh. I don't even remember what this damn maid costume looks like. And have yourself a good lurk, not the big boss. Congrats on making it past 7 p.m. Please have yourself a good sleep. And hello, Ling. How are you? I need to find my model without showing people, because that's part of the surprise. There we go. I dead slept until 12 today. That's it? Just noon? That's it? Do better. I slept until 4. I also went to bed really late, so that's not fair. I hope it was a good sleep, though. This fucking model. I regret this model more. I legit slept so much. I thought it was 10 a.m. Wait, you thought it was 10 a.m., but it was noon? I have questions. Confused questions. Okay. It is okay, like, I appreciate it. You are typoing. How dare you? How dare you, Avatar? You're a mod. You're supposed to be more serious. I say looking at frickin', you know, looking at Vitrified for a moment and going like, I don't know how well this lie is gonna hold up. Then we're gonna put the hair down the center. Hair down this way. The one strand that comes out. And then of course, this fucking thing on top. I'm supposed to be a stoic silent guardian. Not silent. Silent would be boring. But you are supposed to be stoic. Random messages. I only have 2 options. Silent and bad jokes. I'm going to turn the knob right in between the two and see what happens. You'll probably spark a lot and you know, malfunction and maybe even keel over, but we gave it a try. But what are you up to, Ling? I hope that you're doing well. Wait, I need to... No, the bonnet has to stay. Unfortunately. Yeah, I think that's how we need to do it. I think this is the one. That's the general shape we're going to go for. We'll have to clean it up, of course, by, like, a lot. But it is a... No! Why are ads run... Oh, because it's been an hour. Frick. I got to stop making that noise. I've been doing the editing of my own videos, and I'm like, man, that noise is annoying. I also laugh a lot, or do, like, a little heh after that particular... after particular statements, I'll kind of do like a, I say something and then go, heh, or heh, heh. And it's, I know that it's nervous laughter, sort of. Like, I said a thing, heh. I think that make you a person. Well, I want to stop those in particular. The little hets at the end of statements, that's what I want to fix. You should do more weird things like that. They're endearing. No! 80% of just me just going, meh. Yeah, I like going to Will streams. Oh, why? He makes random noises. Going, bah. Bah, 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 bah. I mean, I do actually make random noises when I'm by myself. Especially when my neighbors upstairs make random noise, and I'm just like, bah. Why? Etc. Random noise streamer would keep the ADHD crowd, but they wouldn't even talk. They just sit there and just see, I'm doing it. I'm not even intentionally doing it. I'm just making noises because my brain's short-circuiting. Oh wait, Cobalt's not here. No, Cobalt! Cobalt! Hold on, I need to go yell at Cobalt. See if I can get his attention. Here's where it turns out he's performing like life-saving surgery right now, and I'm just like tapping on his Discord door going like, hey, hey, it's Mom M and she's bringing tacos. Hello, Mom M, and thank you for the stretch. Very much appreciated. Let's see if I can get the shoulders to pop again. All right, everybody, listen closely. Don't know if the microphone picked that up, but there was definitely some popping. And we lean to our right. And we lean to our left. I hope that you're doing well, my man. Thank you so much for stopping by. Oh, and lean back. Ooh, especially back. My posture has been frickin' nosediving recently. Especially when I frickin' open up Kenshi. I just frickin' go into full, like, whoop. Just full shrimp mode. And I'm like, why am I sitting like this? Straighten back. Not even 2 minutes later. I limit you to 10 tacos. I do not have the appetite for 10 tacos. 10 tacos would kill me. Usually during taco nights, I eat like 4? Hold on. Let me fall back for a second into like into my memory palace and recall a time and be like, okay, how many did I eat? I think it was 4. 2 of them were hard shell and 2 of them were like tortilla wraps.
Here comes the boy.
15! Nivek, why didn't you write something? The TTS could have said something crazy. And also, thank you so much for the resub. It's very much appreciated. 15 months, my guy. Let's go. And right, Brian? Oh my God, 10 tacos? By like the 6th one, I'd be like, please, no more. I don't want any more. It's not even fun anymore. I don't think about it. I just got home from work. Nivek, you could have said something profound, silly, risque, or something. If you've had my tacos, you'd probably eat 5 or 6. I don't think... How to say? It's not a question of flavor. It's a question of quantity. Because, like, I've done it... How to say it? Like, I've done the mistake of trying to eat 2, like, medium pizzas, for instance. By the time you are a quarter of the way through that second one, like, you're just like, oh, why did I do this? Why did I think this was a good idea? Also, it's about time, Nivek. Jeez. You've been slacking on dropping those. Wait, what was said? Do octopus have tentacles? You're just the funniest person alive, aren't you? And when I'm gone, I'll be the funniest person dead. Oh, I'm about to take those I'm about to take your mod powers away, Avatar. I'll do it. But hold on, I'll do them their sweet, sweet squats and push-ups. If anybody wants to join in, by all means do so. But you do not feel, please do not feel obligated to do so. Because, you know, if you want to be healthy, it's okay. If you don't want to be healthy, I'm not going to judge you. All right. Let me just pivot those hips for a second to make sure my hips are nice and loose so that they don't pop. They're going to pop. One of my femurs is going to go, and I'm going to go, kindly ignore that. And then one of my knees is going to go, and you guys are going to go, what was that? And I'm like, don't worry about it. I'm fine. It's just old man body making old man body noises. All right. 10 squats. Oh, one more quick stretch. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was nothing, Nivek. It was nothing. No difficulties. Now the push-ups, however, we'll see how those go. Me tempting fate immediately. Alright, let's do this. Yeah. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Ta-da! Oh. push-ups, man. Especially when your feet are elevated. They suddenly get weirdly more difficult. But don't worry, we did it. We accomplished it. Alright. Glove back on. Sounds like we're not going to hear from Cobalt, which is a shame, but I can't be mad at him. He has his own things to do, after all. But for now, we're going to say, this is our choice. This is the one we're probably going to go for. Oh. Ooh, you feel that in the trapezius. God damn. Bad posture, perhaps? We'll never know. But yeah, also welcome back. Welcome home, Nivek. I hope that work was not too bad. Also, again, for those who aren't aware, I'm going to be part of a collab tomorrow with Nivek, Imitation Orange, and Eccentric. We're going to play some Helldivers. Nivek, are you streaming or nah? I don't know who's all streaming. I'm not streaming. I'm just going to be there. Doing my part. As they say. Let me check really quickly. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Right, here's what we're going to do. His brain's going into analysis paralysis, so I'm going to jump on it before that becomes a full situation. We're going to take a quick 5 to 10 minute, just really quick. Again, I need to top up my tea anyway, and that'll give Cobalt a little bit of time to respond, just in case he can. And if we come back and he hasn't responded yet, we'll start going with this idea. And if he comes in and he's like, that's a terrible idea. Why would you think that's good? Because that's what Cobalt... Well, hold on. How would Cobalt say it? Hold on. Good morning, everybody. Cobalt here. Why would you think that's good, Will? That's terrible. This is a terrible choice. Also, random swear word, because I like to shock my audience. Well, we'll we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Consider me electrified. Enjoy the electricity. But yeah, we're going to take a quick 5 to 10 minutes. If you guys can and are able to, I hope that you get up and stretch. Grab yourself something to eat. Grab yourself something to drink. Make sure you guys are taking care of yourselves. I don't know why I'm raising my hands higher and higher into the air when I say that. I'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes. Gonna run an ad. Just be prepared for that. I will see you guys very soon. Do you guys ever just catch yourself randomly beatboxing in the kitchen while waiting for your kettle to start? And thank you, Blue. Or is that just me? I'm not saying it's good beatboxing by any stretch of the imagination, but, you know, brain still kind of goes brrr. Oh, thank you, Cobalt. Yes, this one is my thought process. Just kind of a blank stared, like, is this what you want? That kind of an idea. And thank you for the stretch and the hydrate. Much appreciated. And thank you, Brian. All right, we'll stretch and hydrate. Well, we did the hydrate already, so we're stretching now. I guess beatbox is too on point. Do you guys ever just have a moment where you just have like a creative spark, I guess is the best way to describe it, and we're leaning to our right. Like while you're waiting, like your brain starts forming, I don't know, like random lyrics or maybe like a line for a poem or just an image that you want to draw or visualize or a, how to say it, the rough overview of like a short story or something. There we go. And we shake out our wrists. I forgot to say left and right, but we did do left and right, I promise, Cobalt. Well, there we go. Then we know what we're drawing. Thank you, Cobalt. I'm gonna clean this up by a lot. But I needed the approval first so that I could keep going. Excuse me. Oh, right. I did that to you. Alright, these two dummies can disappear. Wait, there's still something there? There must have been like a single pixel. Then yeah. This will be our emote. I hope it reads well. You really just called me single. I'm sorry? I don't know what I did, Blue. A single pixel. Oh my goodness. A drunken spicy. Good luck, Nivek. Be brave. Hold on, let me see. Good luck, be brave, my friend. Blue, please. That is not what was said. You're making things up. Get gaslit. That's not true. Don't get gaslit. Being gaslit sucks. gotta actually take this and make it look good. With a second sketch, and then we do a clean layer over top of that. So it's gonna be a whole thing. His daily dose of liberty. Dang right he is. In his maid costume. That's the worst part. Or the best part, depending on who you are. And you know who you are out there. You know. I know that you know. Needs Helldiver maids. Oh my god, could you imagine? That's modded. Someone's making that mod right now. Where only you yourself can see it, but you can see yourself as a maid. I mean, there's an entire YouTube series about, like, the Space Marine faction that is just maids. For 40k. Like, I know that exists because I've seen some of its content, and it's very interesting. It's silly, but it's interesting. Heavily armed battle maids is peak fiction, and I try to tie any wealthy character I play to. Send more steel rain upon them, battle brothers. Ah, Sister Margaret, it's good of you to come. We could use your cleanup expertise. Sister Margaret is just festooned in pink Space Marine armor with frills and lace. But don't let her looks fool you. She'll kick your ass. She will ruin you something fierce before you even know what's hit you. Am I losing my mind? Am I hearing something? One sec. Oh! Yes, this makes a lot of sense. All right. Sorry. It's interesting when you are a content creator or a streamer, and there's like a topic in your mind that you kind of want to explore. So you kind of gauge your chat a little bit with a portion of the idea, like just to see what people say, see if there's any engagement. And if no one responds, it's like, oh, people aren't interested in that topic. You know, we'll move on to the next topic. It's very interesting to be in that state because you're kind of sitting there like There's some topics that you yourself are like, well, I kind of wanted to talk about that. But nobody said anything, so they mustn't be interested. It's a wonderful little delicate line that you have to... that you just have to exist in. See the wobble of that? My God. No, it wouldn't be that specifically. But I have my very particular kind of eyebrows, which will just be super... non-emotional. I just need a tea break right now. I just need a break from all these hooligans. For all these ruffians that are just causing havoc amongst my flowers. Speaking of which, the plants are starting to grow. I was supposed to post a picture yesterday and I completely forgot. And I'll probably forget tonight, but I will try to do so tomorrow, if I remember. Because our little babies are coming up. The lettuce, the tomatoes, and the peppers. They're all starting to rise. And I am excited about it. Yeah, I figured we don't want that line there. It doesn't quite work with what I'm aiming for. Be a little careful with this handle because I don't want it to draw too much attention. Because that doesn't help nothing or nobody. Buzz, what the heck do you want? Eh? Oh, people just went online. A lot of people just went online. Ladies and gentlemen, I have remembered the joke. Ladies and gentlemen, it appears that I have forgotten the joke once again. Love that freaking jazz. I wasn't able to respond to your bit about testing chat for response because of democracy reasons, not the joke. Wait, are you hell diving right now, Avatar? 'Cause if so, hell yeah, my dude. Have a great time. That was not, like, I need to make sure, because I realized that might not have been implied, and I need to make sure that that's implied. There is no, pressure on chat to engage with the streamer. Like, the streamer should be able to just kill dead air. Like, that's a skill that you'll just develop over time. You know, either just talking to yourself a bunch or, you know, not caring if chat cares or not and just talking about it anyway, which is probably what I just should have done, but... Oh, that's right. Because maid outfit, there's actually like frills and sleeves and all manner of gross things. I don't know. Sometimes I just sit back and ponder the strangeness that is, or the, how to say it, the rules of engagement that is streaming. And it's can be complicated sometimes because sometimes those rules are like more fluid than water, you know? Where it's just like, do this. Oh, when do you do that? It's like, you'll know. Will I? Maybe you won't, but that's part of the fun. Is it? Gaseous even, right? Just straight fart clouds. I had such a dumb moment yesterday. This is not important, but I was playing a little bit of Helldivers with Best Bud. And we were just doing some farming runs, which for those who aren't aware is if you want to get like the premium currency and medals really quickly, you play trivial games, you just jump into the game, you do all of them. Hold on, let me actually just do this really quickly. If this is your map, this is your, let's say this is your objective and this is your evac. We'll just put a really terrible E there. What you do is you basically like land here, you do this, getting all of the little side things, bumping this one, then going to evac. And you'll get a bunch of stuff that way. Sometimes you'll run into the 2-door ones, which is like, but like it's very quick, it's very easy. You can do them in like about 10 minutes a pop. And depending on if you're lucky, you can get between 10 and like 50 super credits, which is pretty nice. So we were doing a bunch of those. And since you're also making money off this, or like the in-game currency, I was starting to buy some of the other stratagems. So we were just doing this against the robots. And all of a sudden, I bought like a new stratagem, and I was like, oh, let's take a peek at that one. So we're like, you know, Buddy and I are like, you know, we split up, we look over the place, and then we go do the objective. When we get to the objective, we're both at the objective, and I'm just like, check this out. I'm about to bring a whole new thought process to this. Again, reminder, we're fighting androids. We're fighting robots. And I throw my stratagem in there, and he's like, all right, bud, let's see what you got. And it drops poisonous gas into the middle of the place. And I'm just sitting there with the biggest smile on my face. And he's like, did you seriously come into the automaton battle with poisonous gas? And I'm like, it's working. And he's like, is it working? I'm like, not a single guy has died. I don't think they could die from gas. But I felt like a god in that moment of memery. They can. I did not see a single one of them die, Avatar. So either I threw really bad or I got unlucky. It says it's made for both bugs and bots. Well, the bots did not feel the scorn of the poison. So there's a chance I threw really bad. That is absolutely a possibility. But then next mission, I brought us a new thing, and we were about to go into one of those 2 doors, and I threw a stratagem at his feet, which is a red beam, and the red beam is scary. And he looked at it and looked at me, and I was just like, I need you to trust me. And he's like, all right. And then he hears the eagle come in, which is like the flyby, like, attack plane, and just like, and he's standing there amongst the smoke, like the smoke bomb run that I had just thrown on him, and he's like, what? And I'm like, smoke bomb. He's like, I'm gonna hit the button now. And then after that, during that mission still, we had made it to the evac, and we're waiting for the evac, and we had like all of our, you know, our sentries down, and I was like, wait, I know what to do. And I throw down the smoke bomb, like, strike. And I'm like, they'll never see us. The smoke bomb hits. And have yourself a good lurk, Blue. The smoke bomb hits, and all of our sentries stop firing because they can't target through the smoke that is on top of them. And I'm like, yeah, I'm helping. But me and Best Bud were both in a prone state. The opponent actually just stopped attacking us. Like, they kind of stood still for a moment. So there is actually a potential strategy there somehow. I don't know how to implement it yet. This is the beginnings of an idea. But I was like, wait. They stopped approaching us for the duration of that smoke. And when the smoke cleared, our mortars could fire immediately, and they still took a second to process the situation. So a bunch of them died from that. So I'm genuinely like, there might be a really weird niche style approach to that. You know, like there's potentially something there. I don't know how to approach it, but the cogs are turning. And it'll probably result in me coming up with something really dumb that won't actually work. But there's something brewing up in the old noggin. Interestingly enough, the CEO said that they didn't make a stealth mechanic, but they wanted things to react in a way that made sense. So stealth is like a byproduct. I did not know that. Add more stealth mechanics, nerds. I like the stealth. I'm literally playing a character. I literally always play in the outfit that makes it that I'm harder to detect. Give stealth its just desserts. Not to be confused with justice desserts, which is the demand of having dessert even though someone said you can't, and proclaiming that if they don't give it to you, you will cause justice. Sleep game is better stealth than most stealth games. You can't just say that, Navek. Navek, you can't just say that. I mean, you can, and you're probably even correct. But you can't just say that. Excuse me. And then we'll need... Yeah, we'll put a little bit of extra body there. And the maid outfit itself looks like that. So it would be the apron going across. Like that. Yeah. No, this needs to be rounder. Oh, and we need, you know. Oh, excuse me. Oh, a sudden tickle in the throat. All right, 1 second. I'm going to mute myself and get this out. Okay, I think we're good. Still a weird little tickle, but it's not as bad as it was. They aren't making a stealth game because they want enemies to react to visual, sound, and even smell in real time. Yeah, so basically, they're putting in the building blocks for a stealth game. Intentional or otherwise. Which, like, frickin' cheers to them in that case. Alright, we're gonna also erase these so that I can at least see that visually. I don't know. I don't think this is a terrible start to an emote. The eyes might need to be a bit bigger, actually. Let's just, for funsies, make the eyes a little bit bigger. I am gonna have to cut them out. Oh my goodness, why? Fine. Bup, bup. And then you're going to have to move a little bit more this way. And you're going to have to move a tiny bit more this way. So that it looks more correct. Yeah, I think this works. Oh. Apologies for that momentary step or that apology step away. That cough was out of frickin' left field and it did not feel very nice. Hold on. That's the best way to check. Yeah, that's about the same size. There. The eyebrows need to change a little bit, though. I need a very particular type of eyebrow here. Like... I don't want sad. I want, like, emotionless. One moment, sorry, I'm trying to get a very particular expression and I'm trying to find it. Oh, in their case, they just have super, super straight lines. Like, just... Hello, Spicy. Maybe just a little bit of downward angle might be better. Like the slightest bit of downward. Oh, squats and push-ups. Oh, hello, Rommel. How are you? Sorry, I'm very focused on the stuffs at the moment. I will get to the squats and the push-ups in a second. I think that's the best right there. How you doing, Rommel? How you doing, Spicy? I hear that Spicy's a little bit drunk at the moment. And I just hydrated, so the hydration is perfect. It's already redeemed. All right, I'll start with the squats. And the push-ups. Give me a second to take a break from here. I'm alright, exhausted from because cleaning. But is the cleaning done? Did you complete a single clean, as one might say? Did you elbow drop your cleaning requirements? Well, I'll be technically joining you a little bit in that regard, Spicy. I'm probably gonna have a couple of drinks tonight with some friends. Avatar, no, you can't. Random question. I thought of how much German do you understand because of Dutch? And hello, Syrinx. Let's see. Tiny bits and pieces specific, Rommel, specifically because the dialect that I grew up with, which is Drents, is on the border of Germany, so it has some German-esque woven into it, so I can understand tiny bits and pieces here and there, but like not enough to step into the country, listen to High German, and be able to understand anything. I would be able to pick out a word every now and then. And be like, oh, I know that word. I don't know what the rest of the sentence was, but I know that one word. And how you doing, by the way, Syrinx? I hope that you're having a good Saturday. All right. Because, like, how to say, there's also the fun thing about how, the Germanic and Latin mix together so that there's, like, certain things where, how to say, like, there's certain words that are prevalent in a lot of different countries. Like, for instance, I'm sure everybody here knows, like, the French, like, bibliothèque for library. In Dutch, it's bibliotheek. It's basically the same word. So, like, stuff like that will occasionally pop in and out, and you'll be just like, oh, wait, I recognize that word. I know that. I'm aware of that one. But, yeah, for the most part, I'd say I maybe get, like, 0.5% of the language through knowing Dutch. I think that's the closest way to describe it. Sorry for getting stuck on that topic. I am avoiding squats, which I shouldn't, because I should just do them, which I'm going to do right now. You'll see. You'll all see. I'll take any excuse to have tacos. Well, you missed Mama Emma earlier, Syrinx. She was giving them out. Well, sorry for asking. No, Rommel. Absolutely not what I mean. I just don't, how to say. I know I've already answered the question, and now I'm just kind of being like, well, actually to build on that for a second. Well, actually to build on that for a second. Well, actually to, etc., etc., etc. No. I appreciate the question. It's a good question. It's a very good question, actually. Because you could ask the same thing about, like, Belgium or Belgian. Because Belgian is kind of like a weird mix of, like, Dutch and French with, like, also, like, more local, like, dialects and such. So, like, how to say? What I'm saying is it's not a bad question. It's a great question, and I enjoy the question immensely, which is why I keep coming back to it. There we go. Now we're doing squats, because otherwise I'm never going to do the squats. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Chocolate French, as I heard a guy called Belgian. I like it, but only because as a Dutch person, I'm naturally inclined to make fun of the Belgians. It's like a legit thing where the Dutch have a lot of, like, so a Belgian jokes. And then at one point, my mom, hold on, let me do my push-ups really quickly and then I'll tell the story. There we go. So my mom used to do visitations or visits at nursing homes where she would like go there and like hang out with like some of the elderly there because, you know, my mom has a freaking heart of gold and just does that out of the goodness of her heart. And she met somebody there who was and thank you, Brian, I appreciate that, who was Belgian. And at one point, once they got to know each other a little bit, she was like, hey, so do you guys know that the Dutch have a bunch of Belgian jokes? And he just smiled at her and was just like, don't worry, the Belgians have a lot of Dutch jokes. And you know, I just appreciate that. Just that fun little moment where where it was confirmed that our two countries are forever at war. All right, there we go. All right, so... Oh, I forgot the stretch. Hold on, we'll do the stretch first, and then we'll get back to doodling. Europeans trying not to make fun of people 5 kilometers away. Challenge impossible. I mean, to be fair, depends on where you are, but probably mostly true. There's a province in the Netherlands, Friesland, that is basically the Quebec of the Netherlands, in that they don't a lot of them don't speak, no, Fries. Not Fries, Friesland, which I don't know what the translation is. They're very known for their horses. Hold on. I'm going to do a Google because I know where this is going to go if I don't do this. The Netherlands provinces. Yeah. Friesland. Well, Friesland. It's Friesland. It's F-R-I-E-S land. One word. And those nerds are, yeah, they don't technically speak Dutch. They speak Fries, which is not Dutch. And that's definitely a thing in the Netherlands that people are just like, oh, he's Fries. You know, like, oh, he's one of those guys. You know, he's from there. But I mean, like, all the different provinces in the Netherlands has that thing. So Syrinx is basically on point in that regard. It's just like, oh, it's a Groninger. You know, it's somebody from Groningen. Or like, oh, that's someone from Noorderzee. You know, like, just that kind of idea. Just like, oh, yeah, you can tell where they're from. They're from Zeeland, of course they are. I don't remember where it was, but I believe it's in... Let me check really quickly to make sure. I think it's Zeeland, specifically, that are known for being rude. Blunt. And, like, Dutch are pretty blunt people, all things considered, but apparently, like, people from Zeeland are very, very blunt. Like, you know, like, the sword master amongst sword masters kind of idea. The rude amongst rude. Sounds like my kind of people. Well, they're probably rude because I believe it was Zeeland was where the dams broke. Or, sorry, where the dikes broke, specifically. And had that crazy situation. I mean, that was... I don't even remember when the heck that happened anymore. Netherlands... Dikes break. When was that again? Oh, when did it happen? Yeah, there it is. 1953, February 1st. Around 3 a.m., many dikes in the province of Zeeland, the southern part of the Netherlands, southern parts of the province of South Holland, and the northwestern parts of the province of North Brabant. Oh, that's Brabant. Okay, that's actually helping me out because I've heard about Brabant before, but I didn't know exactly where it was. Proved unable to resist the combination of spring tide and northwesterly storm. And the dikes broke, and I don't remember what the casualties of that was, but it wasn't great. Fatalities. 2,551. God damn, I didn't realize it was that high of a death toll. 9% of total Dutch farmland flooded. 187,000 animals drowned. Almost 50,000 buildings were damaged, of which 10,000 were destroyed. Jesus, I didn't realize that this did this much damage. That's crazy. Hold on, sorry. I'm invested in this for a second. Okay, it did hit multiple places. It hit the United Kingdom, it hit Belgium, and it hit the Netherlands. But it looks like a lot of the Netherlands got hit. Yeah, most of the casualties occurred in Zeeland. Okay, I need to stop reading this because otherwise I'm gonna get completely. I can feel the hyper-focused tethers like starting to dig into the back of my brain, and I'm like, no, nope, put it down. ASMR, we can do ASMR. 1 second, please. Will tells you about the atrocity from the past. There we go. I need to actually have my time. I mean, just for you, Pavlov, I will stick on the topic a little bit longer, but if I get hyper-focused on it, I will also be putting the blame squarely on you. And 3, 2, 1. All right, let me see what we have to read here. That was low tide. On the night of the 1st of February, 1953, around 3 a.m., many of the dikes in the province of Zeeland, the southern part, all right, we already read that, proved to be unable to resist. On both the islands and the mainland, large areas of the country were flooded. At 4 p.m. on February 1st, the floods reached a second high. The water rose even higher than during the first flood, and more dikes broke. Many people who had survived the first flood died, as the houses in which they sheltered on the rooftops collapsed under the persistent water pressure. God damn, that's crazy. At the time, the government did not yet know that places that I couldn't possibly pronounce were almost completely underwater and no large-scale rescue operation had yet taken place. Imagine for a second that you're sitting on top of your house to make sure that you survive the flood, and the government doesn't know yet that there is like a huge problem. Like, just think about that for a second. Oh, that's crazy. A different time, 53? Only on Monday, the 2nd of February, were fishermen the first to sail deep into the disaster and save hundreds of people. Rescue operations from the air were hardly possible. The Netherlands only had one helicopter and had to wait until other countries offered help. Oh, I mean, there's no way that the frickin' government doesn't have boats, though. You know what I mean? It's like, might not be the best thing, but in a situation like this, maybe boats are better than nothing. On February the 3rd, Tuesday, a large flow of people and relief supplies started. People dropped sandbags, dinghies, boats, food, and water over the disaster area. At the same time, thousands of Dutch soldiers, administrators, aid workers, and volunteers arrived to carry out coordinated actions in the disaster area. Tens of thousands of residents had been evacuated from the area to shelter elsewhere in the country. Foreign helicopters and amphibious vehicles also came into action on Tuesday, but the vast majority of the rescue operations had already been completed by then. We don't have time to wait for you, outside help. This needs to happen now. Your bureaucracy means nothing to me. People are dying. And with that, we are done with ASMR. Done? There you go. I'm closing it because I know it's going to happen otherwise. But still, that's freaking crazy. Other countries, including England, Sweden, and Canada, sent more than 61 million guldens to relief supplies. The gulden doesn't exist anymore, sadly. Once upon a time it did, though. Once upon a time. Also, I just realized that I was reading all of that while jazz was playing in the background. I don't know what kind of situation that was causing. Hopefully a mildly enjoyable one. We're back at it. We're getting back into it, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Yeah, I did all the things. I did the... Hold on. I need to make sure. I don't want to miss anything. I did the squats. I did the push-ups. I did the stretch. I did the hydrate. Okay, yeah, we're good. The problem with my hyper focus, though, Pavlov, is that I go quiet. Like, I go into, like, situation. Like, I just sit down and just read for a while. And that's not really an engaging stream. I do envy freaking streamers who can read and engage at the same time. Like if like somebody sends them an article or something and they're just like, oh, let's read this. And they're reading it while engaging with their chat. I'm like, dude, I would be so focused on that article. I wouldn't even be paying attention anymore. All right, that's the eyes. And the eyes are going to get merged. And you three are all gonna, or you four are all gonna go into the sketch folder. Then we're gonna put a new on top of it. We're gonna reduce you a little bit. Actually, no, it's pretty good, actually. Now, how do I approach this line art? Sorry, I thought one of my neighbors was just yelling randomly. Polders are neat. I require more information, Rommel. I'm sorry that it took so long. That was probably like 10 minutes ago. I'm sorry. I didn't even see the message. I got... That's me pretending that you guys can see my hands, implying that I am doing a hyperfocus. Didn't even know I selected that thing. Neighbors do that? Yeah, they do. Unfortunately. It can be most troublesome. Where you're just sitting there like, hey there, neighborino, can you not do what you're doing? Me looking for the correct word because I don't want to say anything too rude. I still do like this line, but I don't know if this line is particularly good for this. Oh, this does have line control. Interesting. I wish I could use this, but it just doesn't work in this regard. Polders are a Dutch thingy. Oh goodness, let me do a quick Google. I'm not always good with words, but if I can see it. Oh, you're totally fine, Rommel. I like doing the random focus things. Polder is a low-laying tract of land that forms an artificial hydrological entity enclosed by embankments known as dikes. The three types are land reclaimed from a body of water, such as a lake. Interesting. Okay, yes, I am aware of this. Family was also farmers back in the day. There are so many ditches in the Netherlands. Like, basically all fields have, like, a ditch around them. And there's a bunch of, like, really deep ditches that are basically, like, small man-made, like, rivers. I guess river is a little bit too grandiose for that, but, like, yeah, just all over the place. There's just, like, man-made rivers and ditches and all the other things. Yeah, I'm seeing it in here now, Rommel. There's some really nice pictures here, actually. Yeah, there's so much water in the Netherlands. It rains a lot, too, so... It's got that British weather, where it's just like... It's overcast today. Yesterday it was raining. Today it will rain. Tomorrow it'll probably rain. And you were happy about it. Yeah, I can't do it with this. As much as I would love to try and draw a character with this kind of a pen, it's like, nah. I can't justify it. Because one, I would need like crazy clean lines to make it work, and I couldn't wobble it. Because like wobbling, you know, would look, okay, well, that looks kind of nice, but unintentional that, you know, if you're like trying to draw, and like you can clearly see there that it got wobbled. And no, do not ever apologize for dropping a random topic into chat, Rommel. I enjoy the random, like, ooh, thing. I don't say it out loud as an attack towards anyone. I say it out loud as a reminder to myself that I have a task that I need to keep working on. It is very much my method. It's what I do sitting by myself as well. Like if I'm not streaming or anything, there'll be moments where I'll like find something that's like, ooh, it's like, don't forget, you got to still do a thing. It's like, yes, I got to do a thing. Like, this is the thing you need to do. Or like, I'll get distracted by something. It's like, hey, you were supposed to do that thing. And I'm like, yeah, the thing. So it's not anything to do with anybody distracting me. I don't mind distractions. I like distractions. They're fun. It is me saying out loud to myself to be like, yo, remember, there's a thing. You gotta do a thing. Did you get that thing that I sent you? You sent me a thing? It doesn't say you sent anything, Pavlov. Nope, nothing here. Did you get that thing? Did you get that thing I sent you? I don't understand. Hello, Solarzi. How are you? Isn't it super late for you? Good morning. Well, no, wait. Super good night. Yeah. But hello, how are you? The hyperfixation magic spell is real. It's technically a counter curse, Sirix, by that logic. It's midnight. The night is young. The night is indeed young. I don't understand, Pavlov. I presume you're fucking with me. Which, fair enough. But also... Screaming, crying, throwing up. It's a reference to Harvey Birdman. Never seen it. Finger guns. Good. Bit tired from traveling. Oh yeah, wait, are you back? Well, are you back home? Quote unquote home? I am home. Welcome home. The night is deceptive and wrinkled. Ugh. Finger gun should be your next model animation. Syrinx, I want to look into it, but I don't know how to do it because I first need to... Here's the first thing I need to do. So right now, I stream from I use VC Fit or VC Face for my 3D stuff. For like me being able to do what I'm doing. I want to transfer over to Vnyan, which I need to do slowly. And I need to do this first before I can proceed. But as far as I'm aware, Vnyan actually does have capabilities there. I have not heard of this Vnyan. Really cool thing about Vnyan. So, I don't remember her name off the cuff, and I hate that I always forget her name, but she is a, like, pink cat themed VTuber who is also, like, a programmer and has just been like, yeah, I'm just going to program a bunch of stuff for VTubers and just give it out for free. Like, the reason I can do this with my hand is because I'm using another one of her programs. It is called Nyart Tracker, as in Nya-ert Tracker. But yeah, I use Vnyan when we do our book clubs. Because I made a set and I brought it into Vnyan and managed to get it all sorted out. So I use that. Yeah, Vnyan is good. Thumbs up. It's getting a lot of updates fairly frequently. Apparently she's currently working on making sure that Pink Kitty Rose. Oh, no, no, no. Her name starts with an S. And I couldn't say it even if I wanted to. Hold on. There's the name. Where's your damn name? Why'd the name disappear? Hey! Give me the name. There, that's the name. There you go. Saviriel? Saviriel? Zavidriel? 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 But that's her. And we give her a big thumbs up because she does a lot of good work. She also did some of the scripts, I believe, for being able to make your models work in VNyan, I believe. There's a couple of things that, or a bunch of things actually that she's done. Hold on, I'll just look. Look at all the stuff that she's done. Yeah, she has a bunch of tutorials. Why is VNyan not on her list of things that she's done? Weird. Doesn't have it on her website for some reason. Anyway, yeah. Great individual. Does a lot of good work for the community. Thumbs up. Literally created her own, I don't know the technical jargon, unfortunately. But, like, you know, created her own program to be able to project your 3D models casually, while also being able to import backgrounds into it, as long as it's done in a specific way, which she has made scripts for in order to make sure that that works. And then you can just implement them into the thing. If you want to make your own backgrounds, of course. There's some preset ones that you can use, which, man, there's nothing like spending days working on how to say, spending days on a model for a background and then finally getting it to work and implementing it, and then you open up one of the other pre-made ones and it's just like 1,000 times better than anything that you've made, and you're just like okay. And then you die and cry. And also, I'm doing fine, Solarcy. Thank you for asking. Sounds a lot like Suva. I do not know who Suva is. Unless I'm about to get a frickin', like, Ligma joke right now, in which case, how dare you, Rommel? I'm just, how to say it? I'm just readying all my bases just in case. Covering all bases. That's the phrase I was trying to use there that I did not do very well. Wait, and that actually needs to get changed a little bit too, because it's weird that they're not going inwards. But we can do that as we go. I think I am just going to use this one anyway, because I like the way it feels. And, like, it's not going to cause any problems. Knock on wood. that happen. Get out of here. When you add the detail, that's not really important, but you need to add the detail because it's for you. I literally have a guide, and I just don't follow it. It's like, there it is. Look, you drew this yourself, remember? My brain's just like, no, I have no memory of. I don't know if my microphone even picked that up. Neighbors. At least as far as I can tell, it wasn't. Or at least as far as I can tell, it was neighbors. That's when it turns out it wasn't neighbors. The call was coming from inside the house. Wah, 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 wah. Where's that other music? Wah! Thank you, Solarcy. Also, what's it like being back home again? I hope that you're having fun, that you're taking some time for yourself and having some good times. I'm very good at words, you see. I had to wake up so early. Oh, must have been so terrible. You know 2 languages, you get a pass. No, 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 no. I was actually chatting about this with a friend not long ago. Just the weird... How to say, like... I don't know if it's my dyslexia mixed with, like, my ADHD brain, but, like, I will get hung up on a word so badly. Like, if this is the word, and, like, there's, like, 5 other words... I can't do circles for crap. If there's, like, 5 other words that I could choose from that would all do the same thing, you know? These, I don't even register. It has to be this word. If it is not this word... then it's not the word that I want to say. And it can be so incredibly frustrating sometimes. Dealing with myself. Being like, wait. What's the word I'm trying to go for here? I've lost the word. And then you just sit there literally in just dead silence going... You know? And then you just sit it, and then the other person's just like, you can try another word, and it's like, no. Just bilingual people problems. Oh no, this is definitely like an ADHD thing, Syrinx. This is just me being... I don't want to use the word dumb because that's not what it is. It's me being... really determined or pointlessly focused on that one particular word. Pedantic, that's a good word, yeah. Like, it's like, no, 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 this one. But you could use this one. No! That one. I came up with 3 things to start. Ooh! pics or it didn't happen, Solarcy. And also, that's enough to share with the class. That's pretty exciting. Give me 3 minutes. You have 3 minutes. A little water sip. All right, let's just get the hair out of the way because that's what I'm clearly wanting to do. But yeah, it can be very irritating because, like, I'm trying to think of a word that might come to mind. If I wanted to describe somebody as strong, and I get stuck in, like, I lose strong for some reason, I could replace it with swole or muscular or athletic or, like, of bodybuilder proportion, you know, like those kind of things. And it's like, no, that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say strong. Not a great analogy, but hopefully it does come, how to say it, it does bring the general idea across. Where you just get stuck on this thing where it's just like, this is so not important. You can tangent from this. And my brain's like, no, you can't. No, you can't. You need to find that word. And I'm sure that derives from some... Yeah, no, it's the most important, exactly. And I think that there is some kind of, like, strange... maybe not ego thing, maybe the opposite of ego, like a self-esteem thing, where it's just like, well, if I can't come up with the word that I want to use, like, what good am I? You know, like, it's got that kind of attitude. It's just like, no, I have to justify my intelligence by getting to this word eventually, rather than giving up on it. Which is probably not healthy mentally, but here we are. Done and done. Oh, yeah? Oh, baby, you're sharing with the class, I hope. I love the small ones that you have, too. The more, like, the bite-sized. Love a good bite-sized. One for the office. Uh-huh. And the rest you're sharing with the class. One for me. Uh-huh. And one from... That's not sharing with the class, Solarcy. Did the class buy? No. But you have enough to share with the class. Oh, hold on. Let me counter that for a second, Solarcy. Did the office buy the stroopwafels? Did your roommate buy the stroopwafels? Irrelevant. They pay you for a job. That does not mean that you owe them anything. Snack communism. They're our stroopwafel. There you go. Rama gets it. I think you're gonna call. No problem at all, Brian. Have yourself a great rest of your night. Thank you so much for stopping by, my dude. No. Do not think that you owe your job anything but your work. If you think like that, you're out of your mind. And also, you still haven't answered the situation about your roommate. Did your roommate pay for the stroopwafels? Bringing snacks is the extent of my gift. That's already more than you need to. This is the bar, Solarcy. You're right here right now. Get back down there. Go on. Get back down there. Tradition in the office. Traditions are made to be broken. Everyone in chat is on my side right now. For once. This is a rare occasion, and I will bask in the glory as long as I can. Tradition is just peer pressure from dead people. There you go. These are mine, you feeds. Get her, chat! Look, Solarcy, we're not asking for all of them. Just give us the ones that were meant for the office. You wouldn't want things to escalate, would you? I'm sorry, Solarcy. I'll stop. I realize I might potentially be stepping over a line right now. I love that description of tradition. Right, Rommel? I enjoyed that too. That's nice. It's peer pressure from dead people. I mean, granted, I've got some traditions that I, like, follow sometimes as well. I think it's kind of, like, in human nature to create stuff like that, because it creates a sense of, how to say, it creates, like, a sense of continuity and familiarity, which is good, you know? The only problem with traditions is sometimes they stop becoming just that. And they start becoming like, we must follow it because of tradition. And it's just like, no. Question the world. Question what you do. Ponder the reasons that you do the things that you do. And then that'll go there, so it'll go about here. French tradition of rioting everything is very admirable. I mean, to be fair, though, Syrinx. No, that's too political. I'm not going to go down that road. Look, France did something crazy, so you gotta respect it sometimes. They're out of my favorite one. Riot. Look, that's the kind of passion you need to change the world. In a strange way, France has it kind of figured out. I'm sure very much to the dismay of their government, but... I think it's admirable. Those croissants aren't, those croissants aren't as flaky. Oh my god. Oh, Juju isn't here anymore, but I'm supposed to do the thing. Yeah, because I forgot on Thursday for some reason. Ugh. We'll leave it to Tuesday. Tuesday. Remind me, chat. For those who will be there on Tuesday, remind me of croissants. It's important that I do this. Did you see the picture of the French Parliament for Women's Day and the girls holding the Yowie book? Disgusting. Degeneracy. France has gone too far. I have not, though, Solarcy. I did not see that. France has got exactly as far as it should have. questionable. I say just being a contrarian for the sake of being devil's advocate. Although sometimes you cross the line from devil's advocate to just being a dingus. You know what I mean? Where sometimes it's just like, well, and it's just like, stop. Stop it. You need to stop. No. Will, my tired brain said that the two circle-ish shapes together look like a butt cheek. Are you talking about this? Oh, wait. No, never mind. There's one thing you need to also do. I think it's this specifically in order to make it a bum. Toot. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna share this information. SMH my head. SMH my head, Ling. But is Ling wrong, though? Yeah. That's just a cheek meeting a puffy shoulder. That's what that is. You absolute gremlins. Oh, that frickin' spiraled out of control relatively quickly, my goodness. What am I doing? Just follow the path. Thank you. Kinda. There's a lot of parts that are not right, but... But I've got the jazz to keep me calm. Jazz works so well with art. Right, Rommel? There's this great, really chill combo from back in the day that I think on YouTube at that point somebody mixed it together. But it used to be The Fragrance of Dark Coffee was the name of the track. And then you would go to the website rainymood.com and you just play those together. And it was so chill. It was so nice and chill. Oh, loved it. Used to listen to that all the time to just chill my brain out a little bit. Be like, hey, brain, we're going to calm down a little bit now. And brain's just like, and I'm just like, haha, rainy mood plus jazz. And brain's like, That is not a good handle. Oh my god, that's actually a terrible handle. All right, we're gonna just start that from scratch because that's just terrible. All right, hand. Look here. Look here, you little fuck. You do what I tell you to do, and you're gonna draw those lines, damn it. Sometimes you gotta yell and hit your hand a little bit for things to work. Trust me on this. It makes sense. It probably doesn't make sense. But let's just, for a moment, pretend like it does. It makes something. Thank you, Rommel. I'm glad someone's on my side here, kinda. I have not saved once. What is wrong with me? Oh my god, why do I do this sometimes? a miracle that I get anything done. Don't lose just all my stuff. As Chum once said, save frequent, save often. And sometimes I just forget because I get just too into the zone. Stroopwafel! Wah! I have a chat timer that tells me to save. You should create a device, Solarcy, that's just like a little like arm strap that has like a, I don't know, like a 10-minute timer on it. And every 10 minutes it shocks you. And the shock is the reminder to save. Just a tiny little shock, just a couple of volts. Just oh, right. And yes, Stroopwafel. I said it in anger, but with the metal but no! Avatar, those are my nightmare. But what if I don't want to be shocked? Well, then be odd instead. I respond better to gentle reminders. Well, sometimes gentle doesn't work. Or how about one of those MLG foghorns over your canvas? Oh god, that would also be terrible. I hate loud sudden sounds. I'd prefer getting shocked over. Oh, hold on. Solarcy, I have a counter to this. The shock keeps track of the last time you saved. So the timer on it resets if you save. You'll never get shocked because you'll save a lot because you know. That doesn't get rid of the shock. I mean, the first shock happens, but at that point it's a shame, you know, like get shocked once, shame on it. Get shocked twice, shame on you. That I could not be at peace. You're not supposed to be at peace when you're doing art, Solarcy. Art is war. Haven't you read Sun Tzu? Art is war. It's the whole part. Okay, well, we look at art very differently because this is stressful and annoying. I stream this so that it happens. Because otherwise it won't happen. Hand. Why will you not just do what I want you to do? Alright, one more time. Though I think we might be calling it about 5 minutes. Tried to work on emotes on the train. And then I read a webtoon. See? Because the emotes were too stressful. Because art is stressful. Not stressful, just boring. Yeah, I'm sticking to my guns on the first one. For me personally. Art is stressful. Oh, the wobbles. There are no stakes, shouldn't be stressful. Do you see the stakes? This needs to look good, Solarcy. Art needs to look good. from my perspective. That is how I view my art. If it doesn't look good, then I failed. See, you have the sensible way of looking at things. I have the irrational way of looking at things that I cannot turn off. What if there are vampires? Ooh. Ooh, now what, Solarcy? Also, I just heard a great thing recently about vampires. I think I'm going to pause here, by the way, because I'm starting to get frustrated by the handle, and I know that I just don't want to... I just don't want to be stressed while doing art. More so. But I heard this great little idea that the reason that somebody proposed the idea, what if vampires aren't allergic to garlic and they're just doing it because it's that they're just letting it be a thing that people think so that we season ourselves for them prior to the meal. You put garlic on you and they're just like, oh my goodness, thank you so much. The meal now has like improved drastically. And I think that's a wonderful way to think about it. I think it's very fun. This observation makes this so much more dire. It's not my observation. No. I would never claim that this was mine. I heard this somewhere. I don't remember where, but I'm regurgitating somebody else's thought processes in a dream. Nah. Oh, wait. Oh, this was pirate software. The content creator, specifically. Alright, now, I think this is where we're gonna be done for the night, because this handle is making me mad. And I don't want to sit here being mad. So I'm not. Thumbs up. What an easy way to approach this. We're instead gonna go jump to somebody else. And I don't know who yet. Oh, wait, how long does Lady Luna D still have to go? Because she's doing a 24-hour stream like a freaking psycho. Oh, she still has several hours. All right. Wait, what is happening right now? Oh. Well, that's insane. I just witnessed that. But alright, we are gonna head over to... Came back in here, Pirate Software. I mean, if you say so, Will. Who am I to question? Dang it, Rommel, no! But we're heading out for the night. We're gonna go and bug... brain. Oh my god, I never uploaded it. Oh, I need to do that still. Well, I guess it's being uploaded Sunday because I goofed. Oh well. We're gonna go over to Lady Luna D because she is doing a 24-hour stream because she's a freaking psycho who can do that for some reason. So, socials if you want them. I'm just gonna zoom because I'm starting to get low energy, and I know how I am when I'm low energy. So we're gonna go over to Lady Luna D. She is a lovely, like, solar or like lunar cat themed VTuber, I believe, who is currently playing Yakuza 3 Remastered. So we're gonna go over there and give her a bunch of support. 21 people. What are you nerds doing doing here? You could be doing anything else. But I guess since you're here, you might as well take those raid messages. So if you are subscribed, please use the top raid message. If you're not subscribed, please use the bottom raid message. We're going to send us over to Lady Luna D. But first, the outro as per usual. So thank you guys very much for sticking around. Whether you were chatting, whether you were looking, whether you just popped in and out for a second, know that you were super appreciated. I hope that you guys are having a great afternoon, evening, or night, whatever time it might happen to be for you. Hope that you guys have taken care of yourselves. I hope that you're drinking. I hope that you're drinking plenty of water and subtitles. There you go. And when you finally do sleep, whatever time it happen to be for you, I hope that you have a very restful sleep. I will see you guys over at Lady Luna D's, and I will see you guys either tomorrow in one of the collab streams that I'm going to be in, or on Tuesday for more Stardew Valley.